Mm, 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 mm. Perfect. Mm, 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 mm. Alright. Mm. There you go. Stretch it a bit. Hey, what's up, random guy? Welcome to the stream, bro. Mm. Okay. Um. Hey, what's up, Hebrew? Welcome to the stream, bro. What was I gonna say? Recruit all. You people. Um. There you go. Alright. Yeah, Hebrew, as you can see, I've almost have 2 mil. I upgraded this one, I think, yeah. I've upgraded this one for 30,000. And so far, it's been making me do stuff like, I've already made this, so that I turn into a flower, and then I turn it into, yeah, I know. I turn it into donuts, which I turn into profit. Now it's making me do, which one it was? The shovels, which I'm using one bronze, which I don't really care. And I'm turning that into actual tree saplings. So if anyone needs tree saplings, I already have a lot making right now. If no one needs them, I'm gonna make that watermelon. So yeah. So far, as you can tell, somehow these people are making so much points that I could hardly tell they're actually legitimate players or, you know, limited SimCash players, which for me, the only way you could tell is if they're doing about, how do you say, like, I don't know, bunch of points in under a second. Honestly, like, example A, of course, I was doing this one, and some reason, apparently, I fell back down to 4th, which is kind of funny because I was in 2nd place, and yet this person was doing so many points that it was a cheat sheet. But yeah, when there's a task that takes about 7 hours, I believe, somehow they're doing it in 2 seconds flat, you know. Which, yeah, I always do this where I stay late night and I make points. I barely do points, and I already got a screenshot of this too, and just show you guys what I was talking about. Barely started, right? And let me go to screenshots. This person somehow does 2,500 points. Under 5 days and 4 hours. Barely started, right? Boom. There's my cheat right there. I'm barely doing the task and it takes long. It doesn't take quick, you know. Unless you know what the next task is before it starts, I still call that cheating. I don't know about that. That's the points, but yeah. He wasn't on top though, but luckily he's pretty much, I think, on the bottom. Other than that, I mean, that guy now is in 1st. So I don't know if how they're doing these points in under 2 seconds flat when it barely started, you know. Now it's 1 day and 10 hours gonna end, so honestly, they need to fix this BS crap, because I'm tired of freaking going up against cheaters like them. Like, where they have unlimited sim cash, unlimited freaking everything, resources. They could actually do this without freaking even getting them. They just go like that, and then they just buy them, you know, boom. Like 821 sim cash they spent on. Where it's onto this one, you know, they do it and then they just spend the sim cash, which is, I'm just getting tired of it. I mean, honestly, I don't want to give up because of this, you know, the prizes. I have 3 more left. And I have 29 days left, so that's 5, 10, 15. 15 whole days of me getting these things, so yeah. Just like the other challenge, I would have had one more to actually go on top, but I didn't have that chance, so that's why I didn't get the other area. To me, I figured it out. If the creators of the game, of this SimCity game, is actually here or just watches my stream all the time, I actually could let them know to create a different lobby for cheaters. Just like Grand Theft Auto 5, only different, you know, for SimCity BuildIt cheaters, where they can actually have, if they want to enter the contest, instead of those points being like the same as here, it would be for the cheaters on lobby, it would be by 1 point. So if they do 10 of these, it'll be by 1 point. If they do disasters, 1 point, you know, so on and so forth. And the actual, what was it? The first position, you know, we'll see who goes in first, you know, from there. But yeah, that's what I want to actually let them know, you know. Hey, what's up, Korean guy? Welcome to the stream, bro. They could try to create a cheaters lobby at the moment where I could actually just update the game and everyone could update the game. And once they're in a cheaters lobby, any contest that they do or any war that they do, they're just gonna go up against cheaters like themselves. Whereas us, for vanilla players, we go up against other vanilla players. That way they could separate the cheaters from the actual vanilla players, you know. And the cheaters would be a tough time to winning any prizes, because instead of having this like that, it would be 0 simoleons and 0 that and 0 that. But if they win in first place, you know, they get like probably a few prizes if they can't, you know. Instead of having like 40,000 or whatever, because they're already cheating, so they don't need that. They'll probably, you know, want whatever they need, you know, which is the speed up tokens against other cheaters, you know. But yeah, I've noticed a big difference, because last time I actually did this one, me and Rude Dogway, no one was really making points, like no one. And then like in the next day, they were making points. That was a regular routine. But now it's like, oh, they automatically do 2,500. It's like, yeah, no, that's kind of messed up. It's like really, like, I'm barely doing one task and the other person already gone up in the boards by like 2 seconds flat. That's stupid, you know. But yeah, hopefully they do fix this, because I am seriously tired of going up against cheaters. I have 28 minutes. Alrighty, let me just check. 119, but we'll see if he actually does any points, because if he joins, don't do points, then that's a big problem. He's at level 20, we'll see, and he's a million. Most people that are a million are not really active. Just to let you know, when they're up to a million, they're either, how do you say, I wouldn't say vanilla players, but I would say they're kind of fishy. Because I already invited people that were up to 1 million. No one has actually accepted that, so I don't know if they're even active at all. As you can tell, they're not even really, the street is not even completed yet. And the whole area is still up to here, so again, I wouldn't know if they're active just because of that reason. Yeah, I know. Some people just really stuff with buildings and don't care about designs either. So you have to be careful with that invitation, because we don't have a certain amount of invitations. We don't have that much, a limited of it. Which, again, that kind of bothers me, because if that person's inactive, you just wasted one invitation for an inactive player. So you have to be careful with those. Because or else we'll just have to wait another week, which is 7 whole days. Just to wait until we invite other players. I don't have it, so honestly, I don't know. But yeah. Me and Rude Dogsway, I think we've actually recruited people, but none of them do take it. Because they're either inactive or we're like trying our best, but yeah. I would, but nah, I'm not even working on my storage wise. Mostly working on something else. Alright. That's what they need to actually do, is have a separate lobby for them cheaters. Because, I don't know, it's like they have unlimited resources. That to me is still unfair. Even for those people who are barely starting out on Mayor's console, it's kind of unfair for them. Like, if I had a friend who was actually barely level 18, and he's trying to get that much, simoleons or sim cash, to me, if I see that, yeah, that's kind of unfair. And again, every single time they're waiting for like a week or so, they're losing money. So for every player who's actually using that cheat, they're losing money, because they could have gotten like $100 out of 8,500 sim cash, or they could have had $50 for 4,000, stuff like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if these game developers don't really fix it in time, they're gonna lose probably around I'm guessing like $400 or more every single week. Every single week that passes by, they're gonna lose a lot of money, which is not really good for them, because honestly, these players are saying, okay, they're just gonna do this, since they're not gonna stop them, they're not gonna ban them, they're not gonna do crap, they're not gonna erase their accounts that has a cheat in it, even though they could start all over, but you can still basically do something about it, If let's say for example, this team that sucks right now, in general, from my old racing game, they suck though, because they've actually decided, okay, well, they're just gonna, basically flush out yeah, I know. The only people who won't accept is the people who won't know. But yeah, like I said, For me, like carbonated, an example, they took it to a stupid level where, you know, they say, oh, there's a bunch of economical crap, which is nonsense because a video game doesn't have economical, I say, money, statistics. You know, it produces money itself in the game. With a holographic game system, there's not gonna be an ecological system like real life, you know, where, oh yeah, you have to make more paper, you know, because you have to cut more trees, or you have to make more money, or stuff like that. No. That's the pretty much the other way where, you know, I could see it, where these people are like trying to create nonsense. But yeah, if they want to fix this and patch this, they have to go directly to the source, which is an app that they always use, you know, and they could try to, you know, somehow manage to disconnect that from there, you know, whether they try it, it will just go error or something. Like I said, you know, if you cheat on PlayStation 2, that's fine because there's no online system to it, you know, there's nothing to it. No one really cares about PlayStation 2s. But if you do that to a 360 or an Xbox One, then yeah, of course, people are gonna start banning you on a console or a PC as well. PC can mod different servers, but not online. So you try it online, yeah, they're gonna ban you for sure. That's what I don't get about these people though that create games. It's like they haven't fixed something. They're like waiting for weeks. They're gonna lose money every single time they wait. You know, the more you're waiting, the more you're gonna lose money. I just don't get that though, honestly. I'd rather have them fix it now than to fix it, you know, 5 years from here or 5 months from here or something, you know. Or when Christmas is over or when there's a new year or something. It's kind of stupid, you know. I have 19 minutes and I still have 3 left, so. I could try to do this one though, that's for sure. Might as well make glue or plastic, I mean. Since I found iron, of course. Gee, this time 2 people watching. No one else is live streaming so far. 1920, 122. Huh. But I'm gonna pass by that person. I'm going to make more points. But honestly, it's getting me stuck because these things are not really that much. Of course, that one's full, so I can't do crap. I need 3 more, right? Am I right? Yeah. 3 more left. Still making plastic, that's for sure. This one, on the other hand, I have no idea what I could do. Right now, I'm just putting this building or this area on hold. And I do want to expand one of them, which I still need more dozer exhaust. But I'm gonna try to do this where Think. Get a Neil Samoan thing. I also fixed it. I'd rather put a hotel there. I also fixed it where I put a baseball park in here, a baseball stadium in here as well. 2 reasons why I put them there, because this one, putting it in here, wasn't really good. I mean, yeah, I admit it gains people, but it doesn't count towards it. It just counts like a few thousand from it, and it cuts off from the population from this one. So I basically simply just spread it out, you know. This one gains that much, and this one gains that much, both different sides, and so be it, you know. On the other hand, I just put this one in there. That could spread some entertainment. In here, though, I don't know what I'm gonna put for entertainment wise. I mean, I want the expo center, but not in there though. The entertainment's already spread in here, so that's also that. The wedding is right there, and stuff like that. Even though it gained about 14 something, it wasn't really 14. I guess it was like around 2,000 off or something. I don't know. It was kind of weird, so I just had to do it that way. For the rest, though, I'm gonna think what I could do. Not sure about. No, not that one. I don't know why he keeps choosing it. Track and Field Stadium. I don't know about this one, but I'm gonna have to wait though. The Opera House, probably I would have to wait. I'm probably have to put it in a different area because I don't know about this one. I already have something else. Ferris wheel, same thing, different area. See, I already have this one, so I'm gonna figure out what I could do with a nightclub. Might get that, as well as a skate park and all. But again, you know, I just have to wait and see. Hopefully I can unlock this one. I just hope that. But I have to finish this one too. That way I can sell this one. How much does it sell if I ever do crush? 17.5. Okay, so honestly I'm gonna need to, yeah, 22.5. So definitely a big time, you know, difference. But I just spent Neil some millions for the things I need. But I also have to expand the bank wise, because not very much in there and not very much income. So it's basically 100 each. 2, which one? 300. That's 400 right there, just if I want to actually expand it. I have no idea what you're saying. I still have no idea. There you go. Yeah, I don't know any new languages. But if he's just gonna do that again, I'm gonna friggin' remove him. Honestly, I don't tolerate little kids crap, so yeah. If he wants to be immature, he can do that again, and we'll see what happens, you know. We'll see if he keeps on doing that for sure. If he does that again, I will remove him from my channel. Again, this channel, I don't tolerate kids like that. They want to act like that in a certain area. They go ahead and do that in public, but not in here. Like I said, you know. Let me see. But again, if it does pop up, since I don't have my moderators in here, Hebrew is one of them. Dogs Wait is another one, and a few of them else is another one. But since I don't have my moderators, I'm going to do that myself. Gee. If I wanted to, I could actually ban him now, but we'll see. If he keeps on doing that, I will ban him. He'll be removed permanently from my channel. I'll probably rate this right now, a 7. Only because, there's cheaters in here in this game that they haven't fixed yet. Other than that, when it's all fixed and done, then I'll rate it a 9. Because honestly, right now, it's a 7. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna make a game and you're gonna have cheaters, you have to fix it faster than a year. If you wait a year, you're gonna pretty much, like, literally be losing about profit of $23,000 a freaking a week, you know, or a month on this game, because people are cheating to get this for free, you know, or they're cheating to get this for free. It's that simple, you know, or they're cheating to get these and these for free. That's how I actually can tell that these people are, like, not even doing it as fast as possible. Like I said, if I was them, if I was in their own shoes, and I can create a actual another lobby for them cheaters, just like other games have done that before, I would do this and create a lobby for cheaters where they try to go in here, they wouldn't show vanilla players in here, they would show cheaters. And on the side of their name, it would say cheater, 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 all of it. Just right there on the side of the name. And then their assignments will be by 1 point only. Not by 1200, not by 1000, not by 3000, by 1 point. And the funny part is, if they don't win, or they don't go in here on top, the first top, there's only going to be one grand prize. The rest is going to be, if you're in the, right here, you're going to be losing, a certain amount of simoleons, you know, and a certain amount of keys. All that keys and simoleons is going to go directly towards the game, as well as in here too, and here as well. So the lower you are, the bigger money that they're going to lose, because they're not even trying. So yeah, there's only going to be one person that's going to be in the, you know, grand prize. So that's how it should be. I was thinking that when I was, like, taking a shower, I was like, why don't they create a cheaters lobby or whatever it is, and when they enter the contest, if they don't enter it and stuff, they'll lose a bunch of simoleons, like 9 million or something like that, and because they have, like, a limited, which is all 9s. So if they don't enter it, they lose half of their money that they had in there, and then they lose their entire sim cash, and they lose entire keys and stuff. And if the creators of the game wants to share it with the poor people that don't have that much and are vanilla players and have been playing this game for a long time, they could sure do that if they want, you know. That's up to them. Again, you know, for these people who are actually working, grind their ass off day and night, losing sleeps off of this thing every day, then yeah. I've said this before, like, I mean, they should first decide to fix a problem, and then later on they could add the map, where the 2 new maps are gonna come out. I think the snow biome and the summer thingy, where it's coconut and something else, some kind of like tropical thing. The snow one's gonna be with fishes and stuff, tuna, you name it, items like that. Kind of like what we have here for handbags and stuff for the Green Valley, but in a different area. So, I mean, they should keep on adding new things. Like, example, what's another idea? Oh yeah, there you go. They should add another market for Omega. So for them people who have Omega stuff, they have this, of course, that's their market, but they should have a tax for Omega. Where right here I could collect my money, but where's my Omega money? You see what I'm saying? I can't collect it unless it's on top of this. So they should probably have an Omega taxpayer thing. That might help a little bit more. And then, as well as, how you expand more for storage, you could actually easily expand more for big amount of stuff. Instead of saying, oh, you need this, it'll be easier to get this one right here, and this one in the middle, and this one on the bottom. Thanks to Raw Gaming. But yeah, it should have easy stuff to gain Omega items, to expand items, Shouldn't be that difficult where, oh, you purchase 21,000 out of that one just to actually get this, and you only get like one of this and one of this and one of this that you don't even need. You need like a few of these and this just to actually get to here, which right here, and then you need the green one right here. I never gotten those things before. I go to my storage and I never gotten this one or this one that much. I've gotten two of these, but then I upgraded it and now I have one left. And then I have one of this and this. That's how hard it is to actually get on mega buildings and stuff, You're not getting that much items. You're getting useless items that you can make yourself, like, oh, you're getting this and this and this, or this, or this, or this. You're getting items that you can make yourself, or this, wow, a hamburger. You can make that yourself. To me, spending 7,000, it's not very worth it, because if I do my calculations right, you're spending about, let's say you spend around 100K on just making these products, You're only going to get one out of 3 of them, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, because the rest of the 2 of them, you're only getting the stuff that you could actually make yourself. If I want to make flour, I can make it my own. If I want to make this, I can make it my own. But you're getting them no matter what you could choose, I'd rather have all mega stuff to get to, because it's harder to even build one right here. As you can tell, I haven't even upgraded yet, because, I'm going to need that, and that. 2 of those and 3 of those, which I don't have, So, to make this game better, I guess they'll have to fix the Omega stuff. It's hella difficult to actually make. I don't know how one person would actually make it itself when it's harder. For them people who are cheating, yeah, it's easier for them, because all they have to do is just buy it with SimCash, That's their reliable source. But as for the vanilla players, very difficult. When you're building this one, you have, London stuff, and then you have one of these, to build with. Same as Paris and same as Tokyo, Same as the dozer parts, you just need this one, that's it, These 3 to expand land, And if you're doing Green Valley, you need this, and something else, But, oh no, in Omega, you're gonna need a bunch of these things that you never will get, probably. Like, 95% you'll never get, because I never got that red tube thing, box thing. I never got that green little thing either. And I spent 21,000 plus the 7,000 I spent last time, the first time I did that. I never gotten that before, so that's another thing I kind of basically hate about this, where it's kind of difficult. It's like, it's impossible to get that because there's no way of getting it. It's like a roll of chance of dice. I know, I wish you could sell them too. That's another thing they should do, you know, where you go into another, either in here or in another one. Like right here in the corner, they could just add that to sell on the trade depot, but no, they can't. That's another thing I'm kind of iffy about, where you're getting a bunch of useless items and you don't need them, you know? You need something else for it. And you can't do anything but wait until you can sell it to some other non-profit player, you know? That's the only thing you do. They need to fix this game badly. I mean, honestly, badly. 2 more to go. Yeah, 2 more. That'll make me up to 19. Yeah, 19,600. Right now, I created a road for the Omega, so hope this actually works. Later on in the future, I'll actually wait until. Yeah, I know. Sadly, it is what it is, though. And it says I need to create 3 of these, so that's kind of funny, because I can't even build 3 of them. Just to have, this one 8 and this one 16, so that's kind of funny. How in the hell am I supposed to build 16 of those when I can't even fit nothing in here? Like, in here's so small, I can't fit. So in here's 20, but in here's like 9. How is that possible? And then the control net. Oh, I have to get like 16 of those people and 37,000. Yeah, pretty much. And in here, oh, it's not for free anymore. The first one was free, and the second one's now that much. That's kind of fucked up too. You're not making any, you know, some money. I just wish it was a bit easier, you know, to make Omega stuff. Instead to be difficult, you know, and here tells me, oh, upgrade the Omega building 3 times. How the hell you're gonna do that? You're gonna be spending all your money and then saying, oh, I got it, you know, 3,000 points, and I spent like $1.2 million on, you know, just redrawing it and stuff. I'm like, oh, hell no. Yeah, pretty much. It's, I don't know. I wouldn't say taking, it would say more like spend 10,000 and it's like, oh yeah, you were gonna have to gain another 10,000 just to gain this other thing, you know. It's kind of stupid. It's like, oh yeah, you need waste management? Oh yeah. No, not that one. My god, why does it choose that one? Oh yeah, spend this one. I need another 10,000. Oh yeah, how do you know that? Because you don't have any taxes, you don't have anything. And oh, the sewage, another 10,000. So you're telling me basically that they're telling me that just to get one sewage, not this one, my god, the waste management, and total for that is plus the water. So let me see. That's 30,000 already, right there as it is. 30,000 plus the power. That's 40,000. If you buy 2 of these, it's 20,000 already. Yeah, 20,000 for that I have to buy myself. For water, it goes for 100, right? So 2, 3. Basically, I have to have 3 of them. So that's 30, 40, 50. That's 15 neosimoleons. 50,000 neosimoleons. Add that to the sewage. 60, 70. Add that to the waste management. 80. That's 80,000 neo-simoleons. You have to be kidding me, right? Just to replace everything, that's a lot of neo-simoleons. How the hell is one supposed to have that, you know? When I can barely get 8,000, you know? Oh, increase cap to 10,000. Oh, wait, you have to have that, you know? And it's funny how it changes too, because look, I've done the storage one, and look, oh, now it changed to a cat, you know? Back then it wasn't a cat, it was something else. So it's kind of confusing how mostly because of this. But yeah. When I go to water, it's because of 55 plus 55 is 110 plus 9 is 119. So yeah. The funny part about that is that I won't able to make this because of the sewage. I don't think it's sewage. No, it's not the sewage. It was, what was it? Waste management? There you go. Waste management. So that's the funny part is, pretty much I have to replace the sewage. But I'm waiting until I get the Omega. Now I could just get rid of this if I wanted to. But for now I can't, pretty much. But yeah, I'm not worried though. Hopefully soon actually does it. Where's that? Oh, it's right here. 9 minutes for that one? Okay. So far, I've just been grinding up simoleons and stuff after time. Also, I tried to figure out what I could do in here. And I put this one in here better. Because it actually gains more population. As for this one, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I'm probably going to for sure put it somewhere else. Sure, what's up, Korean guy? That. I'm thinking. I already have this one too, so I have 2 of these. So I can actually test one of them out. So whichever it's going to be, and we'll see for Omega. No, not yet. Right now it's I'm gonna end this crap. 1 day and 9 hours. Okay. Right now I'm gonna recruit people. Only because I need to recruit more people right now. If you can see, right here, I have about 22 out of 25. So right now I'm trying to find more players. Honestly, I kicked out 3 people already that didn't do points. So that's also that. I'm trying to recruit as much as I can right now. That way I can have more points towards our team. I can have people who are doing mayor's contests, you know, war stuff, a bunch of things. I can help us each other with this. If I'm just gonna have people that are gonna start joining that are gonna be inactive, that's gonna be more tough for me to recruit because I'm gonna have to kick them at the end. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, if you have a people full of bus and like actual you have a bus, you know, an actual bus you bought yourself, and you pretty much have like how many people, or like probably like 10 or 20, right? And none of them are helping you out. You're gonna have to kick them off the bus, right? Pretty much that's how I actually feel right now. It's where few people that are barely joined in the first time. It's like they stay there, but they don't make points. That's how I actually feel right now. Whereas right now I've actually kicked 3 people, which is right about, let me just show, right here. I've removed Marceli, and Warsha, and whatever his name is, Platubal, and they were inactive for sure. They had 0. I went to challenge myself just to check, and they were at 0. But yeah, you can see Platubal is at 0. Diamond City's at 0 too. Yeah, he's at 0 too. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys. It's kind of difficult how these people aren't just joining. They're not giving a rat's ass about points, you know. That's my whole honesty on this, you know. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I need people who can make points. If you're gonna be recruiting lazy, like literally lazy people, I would not have them. It's like not having them at all. It's like kick them out and not having them. I'd rather have someone who's actually active for one. Someone who does hardcore points like I do, you know. Someone who does 30,000 on Mayor's contest and is not lazy enough to do this, you know. I'd rather have people who understand to, like, okay, you're making this much points for yourself and for your team, you know, because it also counts for your team. Unlike other people where it's just at 0 and they're not doing nothing, they're just not a lot, you know, idling on my team. I'd rather not have them. You know, you're gonna join my team, you're gonna have to make points. If you don't, you're just gonna be kicked, you know. I'd rather not have inactive players because, honestly, I have how do you say? I'm kind of that person where I'm stressed out, where it's like, where it's stressing me out, where there's inactive people. It's like, how are you gonna join a team when you're gonna be inactive for the rest of the whole weekend? It's crazy. It's nuts, you know. If they're gonna be like inactive, I still rather have people who makes points, you know. If you're just gonna come up with excuses like the other person did last time, a long time ago, where he said, "Oh, I have a job at McDonald's." Well, again, that's excuses because you have freaking free time in there. It's not like a restaurant where you have no freaking actual free time. You have no breaks or nothing like that, because I actually know that. In McDonald's, you have at least 15 minutes breaks or 30, depending on how they are. In restaurants, you have no freaking break time, especially in bars. If you have a bar and you work in there, you're gonna have no fucking breaks until you're done with your shift, you know. That's about it. Once you're done with your job, that's about it, you know. That's the only way I know that people are doing a bunch of excuses, you know. If you have a job, you shouldn't be playing this game. If you have a job that has a break, then you should be playing this game, because if you have a break, you could play this game while on their Wi-Fi. If you have a job that has a bar and is busy all the time and doesn't give you breaks, I don't know what you're doing in mobile, honestly. Because I look for people who are active every day, you know. Myself, I got this money by grinding, you know. I made donuts for sure. I kept making this, you know. I kept making whatever I could make. I think I have one only. I'm not sure. I have 2 or 3. Yeah, I have. Here. Alright, boom. It's up. Jeez, I can't type right now. Small ass keyboard, that's all I can say. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find people who are hungry for this thing. If people ask me that, why is there not much buildings? Well, the answer to that is because of this. I think it was waste management. Yeah, there you go. It wants me to spend this much again, you know, just to have another one. God damn it, because. But yeah, at the moment, I don't have enough. I'd rather be spending this much for that. Which again, I have to expand my bank. Because it only goes 8,000. I still don't know why it's 190 an hour or so. But it just sucks. I'm just gonna make that for now. And then what I need that, glue, and that. Of course, I'll do that at the end. I was thinking when I get 2 million, 2 point something, I don't know, I have to do, first I have to get 160 just to upgrade that one at the end. When I upgrade this one, yeah, I will soon. About to get 50 and 50, that's for 2 of them, at least. 3, 4. So I have 4 more I can fit in here. The last one I'm going to put in Green Valley or in the desert. Either way, I'm probably going to put one in Green Valley. I could actually store those too. So, even though I put one in Green Valley, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the actual capital city, because in the capital city I mostly need them. And the rest is going to be in Green Valley or in the desert. So yeah, probably in the desert, you know. Either way, we'll see. Once I first finish trying to see what I could do in here, because here I get stuck. I really want to sell these and these to replace them, and these to replace them. If I do sell them, I get more simoleons, and I spend the neo simoleons a lot better, you know. So that way I can actually get more money out of this. I won't lose anything because I actually gained it back already, you know. So whatever I spent on these, I've already gained it, you know. The rest just cash back, you know. The change, half of it, you know. Stuff like that. This one I'm just gonna keep because it's just a fusion one, which, you know, it looks good. Other than that, I'm just gonna have to find out how to do this. Honestly, if I can actually get 40 or 50,000 and I can unlock it, then yeah, that'll be good. If I could put 3 of them and I can unlock it, then that'll be fine. You know, I wouldn't care. Well, when I get 10,000, I'll see what I can do. If I can get that much. It's gonna be difficult, but hopefully worth it. See, that one, level 10, but no season score. So, this person, I already know him. He's not even trying. No matter what, I mean, I don't know if this person's active or inactive. He might have put something right now, but doesn't mean he's not active. In order to see that he's active, he has to have a season score. Because I don't think he has that. See, he has 11,000, no. But he's already on a crew. So I can't do nothing about that. Basically, just have to find them by season scores. Again, that person's already in a crew. But I highly doubt he grinds like me. Nope, nothing. Level 3 don't mean crap. So no season score, not active. Usually depends on where I go. No matter where I go, I still connect to Wi-Fi and public, and I play this game. So no matter if I'm out there in public and doing stuff, you know, like laundry or whatever's, or grocery shopping or whatever's, I still play this game. I managed to play this game because I'm like trying to grind for things I need. So it's not how much free time I have, it's more like how much playtime I get to do with this one. And mostly I would say every day, you know, until I finish the task, you know. Like in here, I'm trying to finish it, or I'm trying to replace these. I don't really like these. I'd rather get them simoleons back and spend the new simoleons, because these are like the last things I'd rather have. Unlike people are, they keep them to 10,000 to 20,000 stuff, and they don't use them. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't have that. Because I notice a difference, you know, is the difference between these things that are not really that much useful when it comes to a big capital city like this. So I'd rather literally replace them for something that actually kind of helps you a lot more, you know. This one's up to 100, so this will help me a lot more. But I don't unlock it until I have 3 residential zones. So I'm not sure if I should put it now, because I only have 3, which will leave me with 1. But yeah, I'm gonna check. I'll first have to finish this one. Or hold on, if I can, of course. Hold on. 3 that, blah, this and that. Okay. Which of course I do need the red canister for, where is it at? For this one, right? No, I believe I need the green one. So again, I don't want to do that one. Yeah, the green one. So next. I don't want to use anything that's going to be involving with the same thing as the other one. Oh yeah, let me just get more seeds. Where is that? Right here. Okay. But yeah. Anything else? Yeah, I don't want to make watering. Alright, we'll try that one. As for these people, I don't know how they made them points, but again, it does take hours. So, like I said, I hope the people that are creating this game are literally looking out on every people's account that's literally on Mayor's Contest. Because that's not legit. Back then, they didn't even make points, you know. And I can have track of the history from probably before the update came out. These people weren't even there. And I can tell you that because I know that there's some people that literally don't even try that much. So yeah, even though I'm just gonna get 50K, because I'm gonna get stuck in here probably. But I'm gonna get up to 30,000. And if I do 30,000, I bet you anything, after I do 30K, that these two people are gonna do somehow another 30K under a minute. Probably a minute or half an hour, basically, because for them, spending cash is gonna take probably half an hour just to make that. Usually I would do, let me see. From a whole weekend, I would probably say, I would say like 9 to 10 hours straight, depending on like how much I, do. Like, for example, to make that much money, I basically had to do textiles, which I did, for points. And I did that off stream, and then after that, from there, I turned it into a flower, which was right here. I turned it into this one, and then from there, I had to buy, I guess, sugar, which was not that bad to make, this one. I could have made, vest, which is this one, but then I needed glue and all that crap, which I didn't have. So, I'll probably say like 10 hours every single time. And then I take a break for a while. Once I've done the actual for point stuff, I take a break and then I see what I can do. Like in here, let's see, in here, like one more, and then after that, I get my points, and I see what I can do to actually get to first place. Since only one day left, I'm gonna see if I can actually try and be in first. I don't know if I could try though. Because kind of for me it's unfair. I haven't seen 3,000 points since then. And it's only 3,000 points for this one. Which, again, I don't really have these items to upgrade 3 times. Sadly, it's not that easy as a London building is, or as a Paris building is, or Tokyo Tower is. But, yeah. It was that easy, I would have done it already, but it's not. It's basically kind of like the casino. It's like you roll dice right here, you spend 7,000, same as a casino. You spend like $5 on a casino, on a slot machine, and you're thinking, okay, come on, whatever you need, like probably $20 out of it, or probably like 150 or more than that, and you never get that, you get like probably like at least $10 out of the casino, or you get like probably some bit of money back, but you never get more than what you paid for. So if you put up $5, you probably would get like $15 to $20, you get a little profit, but you never get like big profit where it's like 100,000 or $1,000 or something like that. You don't get that much, If you get lucky, yeah, sure, the casino actually takes a picture with your check on it, and that's about it. They send you a check themselves in the bank. Other than that, for me, it's the same thing as casino. For this one, it's like, oh, you gamble 7,000 and you want to get, crap that you don't need, which is probably this one that you don't need, or this one, or this one. When you're trying to actually expand your bank, in here, you won't get them, basically. You don't get to select all 3 of them for Omega. Yeah, I know, that's true. And the difference, because it's not Vegas, that's why. In Vegas, you spend big and you have to spend big, you have to spend like probably $50 on a casino or something like that. In California, there's 2 casinos that they're penny slot machines, I guess you would say. So you just put like $5 something, and you pretty much sometimes you win some, you know. And sometimes you can actually tell if you win a lot, it will go like tighter and tighter slot machines, you know. So the only way to tell is if you don't win. So you spend like $5 and you already won like $45 on that slot, but you only lose $5. Then that's that's another way how to recognize that that slot is already burnt out. It's already tied up, you know. It's not loose anymore. So yeah. And every single time I notice that, every single time I go to the casino, you know, I notice if I lose $5, it's not loose anymore. So I stop playing that machine, you know, because it doesn't give you any more money after that. That's the only way to know. Some other slot machines they don't take, I guess you would say, the little coupon thingies, because like when you redeem the coupon, it gives you a little paper thing. So when you're trying to put it back from a different machine to that one, it doesn't really take it. So that's what I've noticed too. On the other ones it does, but on some other ones it don't. That's the other thing I've recognized too. As well as if you're gonna go in the casino in California, you're gonna have to wear a jacket or a heavy sweater because it's in the mountainside, so it's gonna be hella cold. I'm talking about like freezing temperature cold. So yeah, especially nighttime. That's what they should add actually in here. Now I think of it, they should add a mountain area where it's kind of a place you could put a bunch of casinos, but I guess in here they don't have it. How many minutes more for the last one? 9 minutes. Not bad at all. Just 9 minutes and that's it. I am creating seats for that, I think, am I? Yep. Well, it's funny about that because, mostly I had friends, but the funny part about that is, it's, how do you say? Most friends would be jealous of your life, so, the most experience I had on friends is some people are bad influence on you. It doesn't matter who they are. It just their background area. I have friends, but they're mostly either have a job or they're mostly work at other areas like that. You know that they know me by. Mostly in here, I don't really go to school honestly, because to me, I rather go to San Diego State. In California, there's a college called Southwestern College, and to me, there's a bunch of racist ass teachers in there. I had a couple of racist motherfuckers in there, and sorry for the cussing, but I had to say it because they're literally racist. Where, as well as the security guard, I'm not trying to be racist, but this is basically what happened, and this is the true fact of racist security guards in Southwestern, where you see a white guy, you know, plain old American white guy, skateboarding to the bus, and then you see a black person skating to home, and then you see a bunch of Mexicans, with me of course, skateboarding to like just in there, and oh, guess who he stops? A Mexican, pretty much. Typical black person and a white female stops a Mexican. So I would say I don't really go for school for that reason, because there's just a bunch of racist hypocrites, And I say this in a real way, unlike, unlike middle school or other schools, my life was kind of different, as where people would start hating on me for one reason and one reason only, because I had like good shoes in there. And for those people who've been in my shoes where, you got kicked out for no reason, or you got kicked out because your ex-girlfriend friends threw a salad at you, then that's the reason why, if I would have to go to school, I would have to go to either San Diego State or somewhere else, where there's not a bunch of racist hypocrites like them, And I've had a bunch of them throughout the whole years, it wasn't just one. It was like middle school was another one where, the teachers didn't really like me either. They were like, oh, you have to go to science class. And I did, but they were like, oh, you're not welcome here, It's like, they didn't even know me, and they're like, automatically, they tell me, oh, you're not welcome here in this classroom. I'm like, what the hell? So, I guess in situations like that, I would say I had problems with other people before when they didn't, like, literally didn't know who I was, But yeah, honestly, there are people who hate me who don't know me. There's people who are alright with me, Like I said, I honestly don't have friends around here, but I do have them where they actually work for a living. They have a job at Marshall's, or they have a job at one of them used to have a job at Nordstrom's. I don't know what happened to them, but yeah. But yeah, pretty much when it's kind of a hard situation like that, you would think about it, I mostly play games because I enjoy it, It's not because, oh, I'm doing it for fun, no. I enjoy it because it reminds me what I know best, what others people don't know. You can have a normal life and work at, as something, as a waiter or something, but you're not going to get paid as much as a gamer, I've seen contests where a bunch of people get paid for playing a PC game and trying to compete in one little area, and a bunch of people are watching, and if you come in first, I guess you win $10 million, and that's kind of a lot of money. And I was like, I watched that one time, and I was like, damn, I want to be like them, I want to be one of those people who just play games and wins the ultimate grand prize, and gets a trophy for that too, If I would have won that much money, I would have, made my company, I would have made my merchandise, I would have made stuff like that. Stuff that would make my business grow, a lot more. Heck, I would even help developers, the game developers fix their games where there's no more cheaters, when they barely start making the games, if they try to cheat or in some sort of way, it would just put error on their game, and it would just basically ban them already, or erase their account and basically not let them play that game anymore. It would have a lock on their download button, where if they uninstall it, it would just basically lock it at that time. And I actually know ways of doing that. I could learn simple codes to actually do that, to help everyone have legit playing, instead of having this game where a bunch of cheaters are in here, ruins the game. I could help them program the actual game itself where there's no more cheaters on every single game you play, including on any game you have, on mobile. But yeah, for me, friends, I would have, definitely, and I do have them from high school and from other places I remember, but they're not near me anymore. So yeah. for me, it's kind of, different, I guess that person already has it. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually in because, I think about it, and I think about many things I've actually learned where teachers didn't help me at all. And I think about this, the difference between going to school and learning in there doesn't really give you a heads up of education. And I tell you this from an experience I had, because the school never taught me a single crap. They didn't taught me, oh, what is an unmarked vehicle, for a cop, an undercover cop. They never told me that. They never let me learn that, They've just told me this, to buy $80 worth of disc, the freaking a little blank disc in college that I was used to in. And then they told me to buy $200 worth of books when I don't even have that much money in my pocket, and a bunch of things, they just told me to buy a bunch of things that were expensive to me. I don't have that money at that time, but they just told me to buy this. They didn't learn or teach me anything. Basically, the school doesn't teach you crap. When you're there to learn, you don't learn anything about the law of how an unmarked vehicle is, or how the law works, or if you see a crazy driver or stuff like that. It doesn't teach you crap. They don't care about you, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. As for if you go to YouTube and you see other people that are with an unmarked vehicle, you learn about things like that, or you learn how to cook in YouTube itself. My best guess is I'm happy because I've learned so many things that the school would never teach me, ever. You ask a teacher, for example, what does an unmarked vehicle look like? The teacher wouldn't know what the hell to answer about that, because she don't know crap, or I wouldn't know what it would be, but yeah. Or you tell that person, if you go 100 miles an hour on a regular road, what does a cop would do? She wouldn't know, or he. Stuff like that, I get to learn things that the teachers don't tell me at all, Like, another thing, if you have a headache, and just a headache, what can you reverse it with? Or what actually helps in 2 seconds, or 3 or 5, depending on how fast you eat it, the ice cream. And you eat ice cream pretty fast, and you can actually reverse your headaches. Now, if you have a migraine, it doesn't help because you have a migraine, and that's in the way. But there's other things I've learned that the teachers don't tell you about, and that's what I'm actually happy about, because honestly, to me, it's where the teachers have poor quality in teaching, than saying, oh, showing you signs of things, where they see you and they're like jealous at you because you have new shoes, or you have new glasses, or you have expensive clothing, or you have t-shirts that look good, other than other students, other than hating, than appreciating that you're in their school to learn, things like that. And I've seen it. I've seen also in middle school where they BS talk, where they say, oh, they raised about $1.5 million in school, in middle school. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, bunch of fake lies, I've been in middle school before, like a long time ago, and when I was young, this is what I kept hearing. These two students and the faculty on TV, they kept on saying, we raised about $10 million. I'm like, how is that possible? You don't get tax deducted by the freaking government. If you raise $10 million, like about 9.5 million would be going to the freaking taxes on that crap, and the rest would be pretty much to you, Basically, that's how it would be in real life. You know, if you win the lottery in real life, you would have to pay taxes, amount of taxes that would be crazy, you know, enough to keep that money. Whereas, you know, if you raise money, how is that impossible in one day, you know, in 24 hours? You know, that's kind of crazy. So, there's kind of, I guess, how to say, stupid people that are in middle school that they just, you know, read whatever's in the screen because they wanted to. And when you think about it, there's people that are smarter than that person when they're like thinking, how can you raise this much money under 24 hours when it's impossible? Especially impossible. I mean, unless they're doing drug dealing and stuff like that, then that school should be pretty much rated for, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, you know. There's basically a lot of things that you can actually learn about, you know, realistic life, you know. If it was easy to raise $2.4 million in under 24 hours, there would be no more homeless in the actual world itself. Because it'll be that easy. But yeah, if you've been in middle school before and you've actually seen that and you've heard that, then you know what I'm talking about. You know, just a bunch of BS lies about, you know, about the school raising money. So yeah. But yeah, I'm actually happy, you know. For me, I'm happy, you know. I learn things that no one knows. For example, another example. If you eat fish, you're gonna make yourself smart because fish is actually a smart brain food for your actual brain. So you get more smarter. You know, you get to learn things that are true, not things that are kind of fake. Like right now, what was it? There's a person I subscribed and he believes in that YouTuber that basically has a YouTube channel. He believes that there's a hacker. I kept telling him that that thing is fake, so fake that literally it's not even funny. It's just fake. If there was such thing as hackers. Oh, okay. So, if you're allergic to fish, then what's another brain food? There has to be another brain food. I'm not sure. There's also alright, you're allergic to fish, so I know there's another brain food. I'm forgetting. God dang it. I have to look it up sooner or later. But I know there's another brain food because there's people that are also allergic to fish. What was it? What is? Oh, that's right. There you go. There's also, I think there's also pills that have omega on it. You know, omega supplement or whatever it is. Anything that has omega fatty on it, that says it has omega fatty, that has how do you say, the same thing as fish has. You know, you can't eat fish, but you could also eat the vitamin omega pills thing. So I mean, there's also that. You know, I don't know if you tried them before. The pills that have omega fatties. It's kind of like fish, but it just has the oil. That's about it. And then what else? As I was saying, like I feel sad for these youngsters that literally believe that there's people that they're about to hack these accounts because it's kind of a false identity thing. If that was true, the CIA, the government, the FBI, the feds, every single fed thing that they're worked by, they'll be tracking that YouTube channel. They'll track the IP address, they'll track everything. They have authority to actually track the channel, the IP address, where it comes from, and that person would have been arrested by that. Like I said, and he actually showed a video where a female actually deletes one video. Again, that was fake because it's already been signed in. When you sign in a laptop, it's all white. It's regular, it's normal. But the kid didn't know it. When you're hacking to an account, it should show numbers in the background, whereas it's like an underground kind of background showing. So, like the TV show called Mr. Robot, if you've seen that episode, the first season, second, you see how hacking actually works. It's not regularly background. So if you're going to hack into a network and hack into an account, there's actually numbers and codes. You know, you go and do like 0 dot, like space bar and something, do kind of little codes index and stuff. And then it just shows green and black. That's about it, You type in I think the website, HTTP, and then the code in it, and that's about it. That's how you do it. And Mr. Robot, and that's where it shows, As for the people who make fake accusations of hacking on YouTube, it's kind of stupid, believe me, that's not real. Basically, real hackers are actually in prison, right now, still. They're not going to be going outside the world, or they're not going to be near a laptop for, I don't know, until they're dead, pretty much. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, for myself. For those youngsters who still think hacking is realistic, on that YouTube channel, again, I feel sad for you guys, because it's like they believe in Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy or something that's kind of a mythical. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Hola. Bienvenidos. But yeah, pretty much. That's actual another hint, That's the reason why it's kind of funny how some youngsters don't really learn anything. They believe in stuff that isn't true, And as a kid that I've actually been before, like a long time ago in the 90s, for myself, I never watched TV at all. I actually never even watched TV in the 90s. Come to think of it, last TV I've actually watched was Goosebumps. That's about it, When I was a kid in the 90s, I just read Goosebumps, and I've read the dictionary, And it might have been boring to the rest of the people, but, there was nothing much in the 90s, where you could watch TV and stuff like that. There was no many episodes, So, I mean, you have to think, back in the days, there wasn't really much entertainment because it was in the pure 90s, So, yeah. As I consume knowledge, it's kind of good, because then it's like people say, okay, you're smart, because you've actually done research to that point where it's like it's actually true, That's what I would say. So if you want to learn something, I don't think school is the way. I mean, I would say if you want to stick to school, stick to probably art class, painting. Something that they don't really tell you, oh, something fake, false, where they say, oh, this and this and this, when that didn't happen, Or pottery, pretty much making, that's something else that I would go to school for. I want to go to school for math or any of that history crap, because they would not teach you nothing about basically how they are, how the real world is, And the bright side is, if you go to a decent school where they don't hate you for who you are, and you're doing painting or pottery or whatever it is, you know, you can actually make a man mug or a coffee mug yourself. And it takes hard work. It does. It's not easy. Trust me. It's not where it's like, oh, you know, you just put this and this and nope. Yeah, it is pretty much. And I do agree with you on that. But the thing is, random guy, that the teachers don't teach you is the rawness of history. You know, they don't teach you the interesting parts of history. They teach you the boring side of history, where it's like, oh, Queen is Elizabeth or la la la, or something that it's already been passed due, that it's not even interesting, you know, that no one really cares about. They don't teach you about how the Egyptians actually died, or how they had an actual hole in their skulls, or how they invented beer in the first place. Nothing like that. And I saw in, I think, in a documentary, I'm not sure it was Netflix or Hulu, this was a long time ago I saw this, where the Egyptians used to pretty much put cocaine on their beer and drink it up. As that kept happening, they kept having a hole in their skull. Every single one of them who did that kept having a big hole on the skull, like if they were shot or something. The funny part about that is that they died because of that reason. Is because the cocaine that they kept on sprinkling in beer kind of affected their, I guess, their heads, you know, and therefore I guess somehow they died. I don't know how, but it was I forgot, it was like a few years ago I saw that. And that's what they don't teach you, you know. They don't teach you how they found bigger, you know, the Egyptians, which was like in a big ass how do you say, clay pottery. They put barley and wheat, and then it actually rained for a few days after that when they left it there, and then they found beer, pretty much like that. But yeah, that's how they actually found beer itself. They don't really teach you the most interesting parts that you want to listen to. That's why the teachers don't really, how do you say, they don't make people learn this stuff, because there's no interesting story, then they're gonna be all bored, you know. And I know how they are, you know. They're just gonna start with a boring ass story about, you know, how freaking Tower Pizza or whatever it is was built, which, yeah, that seems to be boring as well, which I do agree. But, you know, that's how the teachers are, you know. They just teach you something that you're not gonna be into, you know. Ooh, shit, I need that. Come on, yes, I got it. But yeah, for me though, there's a lot of interesting history stuff that I know of, you know, and especially when it comes to, oh, just need one more. When it comes to history, there's a few things that I know that are actually interesting. Yeah, pretty much, and that's kind of not interesting at all, you know. They start with the boring stuff, which, you know, if they ever try to teach you that stuff, you could just tell them, why don't they just start with the interesting stories, you know? Like, how did the Egyptians, created beer or something, you know? Because I've seen a bunch of interesting history stuff, and which none of them, I can tell, a teacher have taught me ever before. None of them. Why? And here's the reason why. Because, mostly no one knows, you know? No one really knows that history. They just teach you stuff that they already knew from the top of the beginning. But there's two kinds of different of histories. There's the boring kind, and there's an interesting kind that you never knew before, where it's like, huh, very interesting, you know. Never knew that this happened before. That's the big problem with schools right now. It's like they don't really give you that idea where it's like it pops in your head. That's very interesting how something was made from that. Like for example, brick. The old century bricks, how they made it. It wasn't with clay or anything like that. It was with, how do you say, weak weak clay from the actual ground. They didn't put the one from the one that's stronger or anything. Yeah, pretty much. I agree with you on that too. That's the reason why it's like, for them not to learn anything from other areas that would be interesting, it's what makes actual school kind of boring, Also, by brainwashing students in middle school, by telling them that they raise this amount of money when it's not even true, that's basically asking for trouble right there. You could just, someone could call, if some kid was smart enough to actually think that that was false, but they want the school to be in trouble, someone could just call the IRS and say, oh, they've been doing drug deals on this school and they've been saying that they've been raising this much money. Someone could just get their phone and record that and literally have proof of evidence that someone's doing something fishy in there, in school, where they're like drug dealers or whatever it is, they're selling like pounds of fucking cocaine and drugs, because my middle school, they had a bunch of that every single day, every day of the weekend. They'll say, oh, Monday through Friday, they'll say, oh, we raise this much money, we raise this much money, we raise this much money. But how is it getting that, if back then in the year 2008 or 2005 or whatever it is, whatever year it was, I forgot what it was, but it was hard to find money, honestly. It was hard to get, profit out of anything. Unless they're selling like illegal stuff, of course. Unless they're selling illegal stuff, and that's the only way, So for me to see that in California, there was a few middle schools that were only doing that, and not the other one, then that's kind of fishy, But if you had a middle school that's doing that, then they're just asking for trouble, They're asking for it to be in trouble, They're asking for the CIA or the what was it, our IRS or whatever it is. Yeah, and that's good, random, because my school, my middle school that I used to be in, they used to say how much they raised, and I'm like, that's crazy, Do you know how much is like $2.5 million? That's like Donald Trump would actually make in about a month, 1 month in general. And this was before he was president. This was when he had his TV show, what was it? The Apprentice. So that's why I'm trying to say is, for those people who do say that in middle school, they're just asking for trouble. I mean, I would have done that for sure. I would have called the IRS and I would have said, this school is saying that they're raising this much money, and I would just, send them a bunch of audio files of their voices, saying this much, every single time. I would just literally do that, but I wasn't that smart enough, and I didn't have a phone, so there's also that. I didn't have a phone in middle school, so again, I could have done it, but didn't have a phone there back then. But yeah, I mean, again, if I have kids and I see that in their middle school that they're doing the same thing, yeah, I'll probably do that for sure, because they're asking for trouble, I don't know how is it possible to raise $2.5 million under 24 hours, Again, unless they're Trump or Donald J. Trump or Barack Obama or some other, important person that could raise that in under 24 hours, then okay, but they're not. There's other things that I wish, that I knew about that place, how the hell they'll be doing that stuff, and yet having new cars every day. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, what was I saying about the bricks? Oh yeah, on YouTube I actually saw a video where they were showing how you can make, the bricks that back then they used to make, and it was weak, and it still is, because, you throw it in the ground, and it basically breaks easily, whereas if you try to, step on it, it's strong, but, if you would try to jump on it, it cracks, basically. So there's like a lot of interesting ideas of histories. So that's also good to know a lot about, especially when you guys are bored, you get to learn something new every day. I do believe in ghosts. I actually do believe in supernatural. I have this YouTube friend that he had his house with bones, Indian burial plot or whatever it was, and he was talking to him in a different phone, because he had a recording device in his phone, and the next day he felt it, that supposed to be his friend was there, but this other guy, he said that that's not the same person. So he played back the voice recorder thing, and he said the same thing as a bad demon would say, pretty much. He said, get out now. And that was crazy. It was live streamed, and yeah, it was just like the the TV show called A Haunting. If you guys have seen that, it's the same exact thing as that TV show. So for those people who are saying that that show is fake, it's not really fake, trust me. It's actually a true story in real life as well. Because for those who are actually literally hearing that same exact, what it actually shows and hears, that's the same thing that anything bad would actually happen. So if you have an Indian burial plot underneath your house, you might want to either like bury it in a separate area, like far away, in like a tombstone or somewhere, like somewhere far from your house, because if it ever decides where that ghost is tired of going into your house and being in there, it's not gonna be a ghost this time. It's gonna be a demon, literally. So yeah, just for the information of everyone who wants to dig up underneath or somewhere near their backyard, yeah, you should probably find that out, because you don't want that happening to you guys. But yeah, it was live streaming, and that was freaking freaky as hell. Other than aliens, I don't know about aliens though. I never seen one, and there's been supposedly somehow hints of it, but honestly, there's no how do you say, there's no proof of evidence, to back the story up from that. But I mean, if it depends on the government covering their tracks, then there's something that should be unknown at this time. Yeah, I know, and I do agree with you on that, but I'm saying, like, for example, how do we know that there's actual aliens out there and not, something, how do you say, futuristic like us, but in a different form? You see what I'm saying? How do we know that aliens are true or aliens are actually out there. We know that ghosts are out there because we've seen that so many times before and before and so on and so forth. We've actually even encountered some of them in real life. As if aliens though, every single movie and every single TV show is kind of fake, you know. Mermaids on the other hand, I do believe, but they're not as beautiful as the TV shows, you know. They don't have this perfect body or none of that crap. Mermaids are hella ugly because they have on their top of the skull, where their nose is at, they have a big, how do you say, a line, you know, a bone line. So it's kind of like a straight bone line, kind of like a mohawk, but in a bone way, you know, on their skull. And that I know there are real because I've seen that on YouTube and it's actually been real. Where it's been recorded on a camera phone. And they don't really look like us. They look like their skin is basically black, you know, black grayish, and their eyes are looking like kind of different in a sort of way. They look creepy as hell. Their teeth look sharper as hell. They're sharper than a shark, I guess would say. But they're not that thin than a shark, but they're like aggressively sharp. But yeah, for mermaids, I do believe that that is true because I've seen that in documentary. But for aliens though, there hasn't been an actual proof, you know, an actual track of it. There might be a portal where there's aliens that go into their own actual place itself, but that is unknown at the moment. Because if you think about it, we only have about how do you say, a few planets, which Pluto is, I think, I'm not sure, but there's one that's gassed up, which is Saturn, I think, I would believe, right? And there's one that's very, very cold, which is below, I guess you would say, below 50s, below 100s, somewhere in the freezing temperature. So it's too cold to even live in there. So yeah, if you think about the planets, we have a bunch of them. One in the corner is the coldest. One on the other side near the Earth is the warmest. So you just have to think. We have planets that are like either hot or cold, and one of them is with gas air that you can't really land on. So that's kind of how you would think of it. It's kind of like a fridge and a freezer, you would say, basically. Kind of impossible to live, so I do believe that there has to be a portal and a black hole to actually go to their actual world of the planet, because we only have a certain amount of planets. And then if we go up from there, it's going to be taking us how many hours? Like, I would probably say extra 72 hours just to go from other planets on top of that. Not exactly. UFOs are, how do you say, their technology is different where you can't sight them. They want you to sight them, that's because they have a plan for you. Whereas, you know, if you tell someone, oh, you found a UFO, they're gonna basically not believe you and send you to a mental hospital. So that's basically the reason why they're doing that. But if they want you to see them, they're gonna do that. If they don't want other people to see that, they're just gonna zip out fast. You know, they're gonna disappear in a blink of an eye. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know about that. I don't know. Memes are pretty much not realistic. They're just like a drawing cartoon. So yeah. If I would have to say that they're most likely unknown at this time, they are, you know. For me, it's unknown, but for others who've seen it, maybe they might be real. Who knows, I can't know because I haven't seen one. That's pretty much it, There's people that took pictures of it, if it's legit, then yeah, of course it's gonna be real. But we'll just have to see, What else do I have to do? I believe that the planet has more actual things to hide in the outer planet than the Earth does. My theory is, the government has more secrets than anyone else does. Whereas they know way too much about, that kind of stuff, terrestrial, underground, UFO stuff, and they know a bunch of information, where they're just keeping it aside. For me though, honestly, I never seen any UFOs or heard of them. But if I would have to guess what they're doing, the UFOs or aliens, if they're even real, they're trying to make people crazy. Probably for a plan. I'm not sure what their plan is, but it's probably for a plan that they're trying to do, It's not just for nothing, I said it before, there's things out there that are trying to plan out something. I don't know what Illuminati is. Again, that's something that's kind of, not really real. It's like, if the people are saying Illuminati and they're saying that there's 3 people that control like 50 million other people, then that's kind of fake to me, Sort of my kind of opinion for Illuminati is just a bunch of BS. The only way that people have said, oh, Illuminati and events done in movies is because of the movie Treasure, the whatever it is, with what's his name, the same actor as what was it, Gone in 60 Seconds, which to me again that's kind of fake because if you think about it, they made a movie, so why would you think that there's going to be people that are going to be seeing the map of the treasure and then doing the same thing in the movie in real life, That's kind of an idea of fake, They made it as a movie. People are going to try to do that to get millions just to steal all that gold, and they're going to say, screw the map, They're just going to steal all that gold. So, again, I don't think that thing is real. Because 3 people controlling the whole world is kind of fake, Whereas if you would see that smart intelligence from other people that have secrets, they have, their own secrets that you won't know of, But yeah. It probably was because if you think about it, before the moon even was born, there's dinosaurs, and the moon was in an actual dried place. It was full with water. So if it wasn't for that meteorite to hit the moon would still be impossible to land because it's like it would be 90% water. There's no land at all. So think about it, like when the dinosaurs were on Earth and the moon was full of water, pretty much, to me, it seems that a bunch of people will say, oh, we landed on the moon, but it's actually fake because they now copied that on the actual movies where, oh, they have a studio, and if you played GTA 5 before, you can actually see that there's a stage that basically they have fake ass dirt and then they have a green screen in the background, that kind of prediction. And For me, it's kind of impossible because if you're going to the moon, you're somehow going to be gone for like at least a year. And going back, you have to refuel it. So again, that's going to be impossible. So you're going to have to have about, I'm guessing, more than a gallon of gasoline in your actual spaceship to go back. And again, you know, to go just forward, it's going to be easy, but to go to the same direction as Earth, you're going to have rockets to just ship back to where they were at, you know, pretty much. You're going to have some kind of power to actually just put towards back to the Earth, you know. It's not like a car. It's not like, oh, you drive back to the shopping mall, you go back to your home without any gasoline. It's kind of impossible, you know. You have an amount of fuel tank and it runs out while you're like doing it to the shopping mall, and then you have to go back. It's like you ran out of gasoline, so how is it going to be possible to actually go back towards it and actually show proof? See what I'm saying? So for me to say it actually is fake, because honestly I don't see any proof or evidence, you know. The only proof you have to have in the show is a bunch of moon dirt and evidence that you actually been there without faking it on a green screen. You see what I'm saying? Basically, it's like you have to have enough rockets for 2 trips instead of 1, you know. Same thing for an airplane. If you're gonna literally land from Ohio to Canada, you have to have more fuel to go back to Ohio or back to the same area that you've been originally basically airported at or stationed at, you know, pretty much. If you just have one type of rocket fuel and it's just, there's no way for it back home, you're pretty much going to be dead in there, because there's not going to be anything for food, you know. So for them to have like the little space thing rocket crap falling off on the first one, it's kind of just stupid. It's like, no. It's basically a death wish, what I'm trying to say. No hunger, no water, no food, no nothing, you know. Basically, no fuel for the way back home, pretty much. And they're also saying, oh, they're going to create another spaceship that's going to cost around, I think I would say $5 million, I'm not sure, 10 million for the rich people to actually go to the moon. But again, that's for rich people. I don't know what the submission theory is, but I would say I don't know what that is, you know. I say, I'm just trying to guess right here, is where people are just brainwashing a lot of people, you know, to think about stuff that are not really real, to make them, you know, think, oh, this is real, but it's not. Like, example, magicians, you know, Chris Angel. Right in the start, you know, they've actually exposed him. Not really. More like in an actual world where it has a bunch of clues and unsolved mysteries. Whereas people actually wonder, how does a magician do this trick? Well, have you ever heard of No One Reveals It? And that's the answer to that, is where there's a bunch of clues, a bunch of hints that everyone wants to know about, but they don't know how they did it. For example, a can that was emptied out and thrown in the garbage somehow goes back to new. That, don't know how the hell they did it, you know. A magician could do that, but not Chris Angel apparently, so only certain magicians could do that. So that's another thing that kind of thinks about, you know, a theory. What I'm trying to say is, there's a bunch of unsolved mysteries and unsolved clues where everyone wants to know how that is possible to do. But no one will know because it's going to be a secret forever. That's why I want to know, Like, for example, ketchup has a single ingredient. And if you're looking at how it's made on the TV show, it's going to say the same thing. I don't know who's Elon Musk. I honestly don't know. But there's actually a theory on mysteries that are unsolved for sure. Cause like no one knows what is out there. People know that there's stars, but once you go away from the stars, there's actually other planets that no one has actually discovered. You want to know why people haven't discovered that yet? Because they don't have people don't have enough fuel rocket to actually search up everywhere. Now they take advantage by rich people by saying, "Oh, this space right is gonna be about $3 million worth of money. You put in $3 million and you get a ride with us. Which they're taking advantage right now. The rich people, they're literally honestly doing that. Which I saw that last time where they created a space rocket ship where it just travels you to around the moon and around the Earth and around the space. But the funny part about that is that they're not going to see other 200,000 planets that are orbiting around the stars. You go away from the moon, away from the Earth, and away from everything, and that's going to take you about 5 to probably, or say 30 years just to land on one of the unknown planets. But yeah, so my guess, as good as there is that they'll probably never make it, because there's other planets that people don't know. They know the regular ones, but they don't know, the ones that are out there, away from the actual stars, away from the moon, away from the Earth, away from all the planets that we know right now. And that's my actual guess itself, They're always going to wonder something about it, but they're never going to actually know about it. Because that's how it is, And of course, you look, inactive person. Contest rank 1. So, $5 says that this person is one of the cheaters too. Let me see. Because how do you get this one without doing contest rank? You see what I'm saying? Look. 1. How do you get this one when we don't have any keys in the contest rank? Again, look. Nothing. So how do you get all these? Simple. Cheats. That's how. That's how you know that this person is actually cheating. To be honest, I'm actually right, because look, how are you gonna get silver or golden keys without any contest or season score? And 3 million people without any how do you say, any keys? Like, really? Okay, so that person's empty, of course, but yeah. That's one way to get golden keys, but are you gonna get silver? No, not war right now, bro. I'm trying to recruit people, bro. If I don't recruit people, how are we gonna get more points? How are we gonna get more of everything? How are we gonna get the things we need? I'm trying to recruit. I haven't basically had any people make points yet. Oh. I didn't get silver keys at war either. I myself didn't get silver keys. I was still at 49. But yeah. I didn't get any silver keys at all. If I did, I would be at 52. But I didn't get any silver keys. I probably did then. 49, 48, 47, 46. Oh, I probably did. I didn't see that. I don't know. I must have not paid attention to that. But you only get 3, that's not much then. Because if you do the math, you're not getting very much. If you look at the difference on the leagues, you get 2 right here, but you get 5 in here. You get more keys in here than you get in more. You only get 3, right? So, if you do the math, you get how many? 2, 5, 7, 27. You get about 70, 277 silver keys if you win all 4 of these. 277 silver keys. That's more than war itself. And you get about 10 on these 2 if you win them for golden. You don't get that much then. If you just get 3, then that's not much. I get 3 myself right now, but honestly, look, 30,000 I have to do. Before the update, I could be in first place easily with no problems, you know. No nothing, you know. But oh well. I started to do it in the beginning and I was about to be in the 2000, but it put me back down and I did not know that. I had to wait until I finished it, but oh well. It is what it is, so like I've said, I've done it and now I just have to wait and see. Hopefully the second time I can actually win. Because I need SimCash badly. And I need a bunch of silver and gold keys. Other than that, let me see. Nope, I still need to do that. Anyone want the meat? Because I don't really need it. I was gonna sell it. And I don't need this either. And I don't need this one. Honestly, I don't need... I do need that vegetable. And I forgot what else I need. Hold on. Let me just check real quick. Green Valley. Oh, look. Just 16. Whatever, so I'll do it. That was for free anyway, so. Okay, glass and that. Okay. Now I see. That's easy enough. Alright, so it's glass and see more of that. Alright. So that I could probably do myself. I need 2 vegetables more. I could probably do them, can I? Do I have it? Yeah, I could do them myself then. I might as well. Let me go back towards here. Very sooner or later, I'm probably gonna put this somewhere else. Cause, technically, I'll put the farm in the actual desert. I don't know about these stores. This one I'm probably gonna put in Green Valley once I'm done with this. Burger shop probably stays. As for these 2, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Eventually later. Damn, 2 hours I've actually streamed. Alright, well. Hold up. Close that, close that. And I know, same, bro. But you can't. It's alright though, because honestly, I don't care about the factories right now. It's like, you can just do this, you know. If you want to do a task in here, like let's say for example, it asks you to do 7 of the textiles. You do them in here, so however much you need, you do them first, and you wait. You wait until they're complete. Once you claim them, you press the thingy, and then you claim them, you know. Once you claim them, you can actually press it here, and press any task you could, and then do that. That's what I do myself. Other than that, the other person, I know that they're cheating for sure. I don't know whether they are or not, but geez, I just want to make sure to make 20,000 or 24,000 to just check and see if they can skip 40,000 more, and that could actually be my key right there of knowing that they're cheating. They do 40k in under 2 seconds, and yeah, that's the only way I can tell that they're cheating. I wish I could do that, man. I wish I could like have a different account to test them out, you know, to literally know if they're cheating or not and expose them, every single one of them. Say, okay, this person did 40,000 under notes, you know, of a second. And I record it and boom, you know, I could just literally send them to the gamer developers. What do I need? Oh yeah, I need seeds, but I'll do that later. I need to complete this one first. But I think that's it for now. I'm still gonna try to figure out how to replace these things. I want to replace them so badly. So I'm almost there to 2 million. I just want to money as well. So hopefully when I get to at least 8,000, I can actually claim more to get 10,000. That way I can actually replace one thing at least, one at a time. And that would be awesome. Yeah, it takes 7 hours to make something. That's the funny part. I've actually told everyone, where I was in almost like right here, second place, and somehow Frozen and the rest came in first and second. I'm like, are you kidding me? And this was like not even 7 hours. This was like in 2 seconds, this person somehow beat me, you know. I barely did 1,000, and I was in first or second or whatever it is, and 2 seconds later, that person somehow beats me with more points. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It takes 7 hours to make something, and yet that person is like has a limited sim cache or something, because the only way they could beat you is if they have sim cache to do this. Watch, see, if you press all this is 1 right now, but if you do this one, it's gonna be more sim cache. So that's what I was telling everyone, is that if they have a limited sim cache, that's the only way to cheat in actual when they're making it. So they're making textiles, and that's their goal to make it. They just press the sim cache button, and that's it. Because they have like so many, and then for them cheaters to have 3,000 under 2 seconds is another way. Because if you're doing what I'm doing, which is the Omega one, and they're doing this, okay, I'm gonna do this. Watch. This is all they do. This, and then they just press the little button right here, the sim cache. They don't care because they have 99999s, all 9s, on sim cache. And that's how they do it to cheat, you know. If they want to do the points too, which is like right here, the epic points, they start that up, but then they do that one, and they press whatever it is, and they do sim cache. So in their inventory is at probably 2 or 3. Yeah, they're not rich. They can't be rich, because you could tell by the actual person's level. If you go to their how do you say, information, and the only people who can go into their information are the actual developers of the game. Like for example, I go to chance right here, right? I look at Rude Dog's Way. If I look in here and their contest rank at 10, that's the only way I can show that they're legit. But they're at, like, for example, at 0 or 1, then they're cheating. But yeah, I agree with you. They're not rich. See, this person's at 8,000. Okay, see, I'm gonna accept him because he's at 8,000. He has had money, or points, I mean. So he's done something. So we'll just hope if he makes points or not. No, we'll see. What else I can make with iron? Oh yeah. And the rest I can just make out of nails. Might as well. But yeah, I don't think they're really rich because I never seen an actual legit rich person have about 9,999,999, you know, all nines. And I never had seen a person had about 99,999,909 hundreds, you know. And then this one is all nines. And then this one right here, their storage is not normal. No, I don't mean rich in real life. I mean hacking in real life. Cause, do you know how much it is to have all nines? That's about 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 8, 9, 10. That's 10,000 for that much. 8,500 times 10 is, let's see. Let me do the math right here real quick. Hold on. Calculator. So let's see. Let's do 99.9. No, not that one. 99.99. Okay. So times that times 10. That's not almost $1,000, bro. That's $1,000 right there. Times 20. That's $2,000.80. So they're gonna be spending that much money. That's $8,000. That's a lot of money, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Rich people don't really spend it on, especially when they're rich. To get on nines, they get it for free. I don't really think, and the storage too. In here, you'll see 23,400,000 something like that on storage. So that's impossible. They don't see 500. You see like millions instead of hundreds. On here, the same thing. They have over how much? 4 million basically on Omega storage. That's what I was trying to tell you about. That's how I know they're actually cheating. On the top of them, it's basically billions and millions on storage. And then here, trillions. And here, millions and billions. As well as everything. So everything's maxed out. That's how I know they're cheating. When everything's maxed out, they just, honestly, they could do with keys and they don't really care. They could do anything that they don't have, and their storage is probably at 0, and they still do a SIM cache, you know. So yeah, but it's been like hella long. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I heard it's up to 600. That's all. I heard that they expanded to 600. The storage, the city storage, is now up to 600. It was 500 back then, before the update, but now it's up to 600. That's what I was actually hearing about. That's all I know. But these cheaters have more than 600, so that's how I know that they're cheating. That's the only way I know that they're cheating. Hopefully this person actually makes points, because honestly, if he doesn't, I might have to kick him out. I'm going to change. So he has right now, Yes, one day. When it comes to that one day being gone and it's 8 hours left, I will kick this person out right here and Diamond City as well. They're both at 0. By the time it's tomorrow and it's 8 hours left, I'm gonna kick those 2 people. That's about it. Other than that, I'm probably gonna end it here. I'm almost up to 2 million. Hope this creators of these games actually look at my account, because I don't really care, you know. I honestly don't care. All I could tell them is hopefully they find those little cheaters, and yeah, I hope they do it fast, because I am sick and tired of these people. I always want to be in first, and I'm trying to do it, but these players are not really doing it a legit way. Whereas, you know, I'm in first, and then somehow they do an extra 20,000, you know, or an extra 40, and under your nose, you know. Extra stream? What do you mean extra stream? But yeah, I don't know, I have to figure out somehow how to do this. I need to replace these badly. Random guy, have you joined my Discord by any chance? Cause I just want to know. Okay, yeah. Random guy, have you joined my Discord yet? Let me just do the link on my Discord. That way you can actually have the Discord thing. Here's where you can actually post a bunch of stuff that you want for SimCity. Alright, here's my Discord. I have SimCity stuff, so I mean, if you join my Discord, here's my channel, watch. I have, where is it? Right here. So, I have this one, so you can post this one if you want prizes. Mayor's Challenge right here. I have this. Then I have, what was it? This one. Pretty much. Where it's the team club, I guess, team points. And stuff like that is when we got the blue one. So, yeah, I'm gonna do a screenshot so I'm gonna go to the blue one or the red one. And I have PUBG, because I used to play that a long time ago, Nitro Nation. I have, again, this was my old team from other, racing games. I have this one, so you could post a bunch of car pics of brakes and stuff, whatnot. I have this one, so you can post cars, you know, bunch of car pics, if you want. What else I have? Food and stuff, so you can actually post a bunch of foods, beer, whatever's, you know. So if you create it, you can actually do a bunch of stuff, and then here it's just to talk and find subscriber text, whatever it is, you know. And right here is like a little picture of that. So yeah. And here's the YouTube Hangout, so you could just chat right here, whatever. Stuff like that. That's my Discord. So yeah. Later on I'll be adding new ones, but that's about it for now. Hopefully you guys could actually join it. That way you could talk to me off stream and stuff. But yeah, I always live stream tomorrow. I will try though to live stream a little longer. Not sure how long I will do it though, but like I said, for those who are new to my channel, hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, and hit that notification bell if you guys are new. Until next time, peace out, and thanks for watching.